Hey guys, I am gonna kind of bring you along on a little bit of my morning routine today because someone wanted to know how I make coffee in the French press. The first step is getting some water in the kettle and getting it up to about 200 degrees. I don't want to go any higher than that, but around 200 is, I did let it get a little bit higher than that before and it was just a little bit bitter to me, and I have let it get a little lower than that and it just didn't have as much flavor. So that's about where I let it get. So I'm going to go ahead and get that in here. Okay, so I'm going to get that going, and while I've got that going, I'm going to go ahead and get my bowl for my oatmeal out because I'm going to make me some oatmeal. I'm not going to show you how I do that. It's just whatever. I'm having oatmeal for breakfast. So let me go ahead and grab my coffee because I forgot. I poured this bag into, wow, what is that over here? Somebody must have done something after I went to bed. So let me clean this counter up. I really don't know why I turned the camera off. I just did. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to take up too much time. And I did accidentally leave my battery and charger, my other battery, down at the mobile home yesterday, which I do have my adapter, so we should be alright. I can still film until we go down there and get it tomorrow. But, yeah. Looks like somebody had a sandwich or something. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get the oatmeal. I should have done that before I started talking to y'all again. I guess that would have been a great time to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and throw my oatmeal together. Okay, I'm doing things a little bit backwards today, and I don't know why. Usually I make my cup of water after I have got my coffee in my French press, but for some reason today I didn't. So, there's that. Alright, I don't know exactly how many ounces this is. I don't know. All I know is it's a double-walled stainless steel, Kathy can't break it, French press. Well, I mean, I could break this part, but I can't break this part and glass won't get me. So, I put about 1/8 of a cup of coffee in here, and that just got to 200. And then I just pour the water in. And just because I am who I am, and I don't want to take any chances of any flying critters getting in it, I put this over it. But I do not press this plunger down yet. I just do that. That's it. And you let it sit for like 5 minutes while your oatmeal is cooking, because it's still cooking. And I always let my oatmeal sit for a few minutes anyway. And while that's sitting, I'm going to go ahead and get my coffee cup, because I have not done that, and get my psyllium fiber ready. And y'all, this stuff is so wonderful. I know I'm not getting paid to tell you this, but y'all know I've had issues I've told you about. I've had stomach issues, I've had stomach pain, I've had all these different things. My doctors, both of them told me to take more fiber. And you know, I was eating that cereal, and I know I've said this before, but some of you might not have seen it. I was eating the cereal, found out it had stuff in it that I didn't want to eat. This right here is nothing but psyllium fiber, and I have found out you can get the organic. Okay, I'm microwaving my oatmeal, don't beat me up. You can get the organic kind, and I'll do that next time, but this stuff has changed things. But if you eat this with your oatmeal or whatever, okay, let me hold up. Let me talk to y'all face to face. If you use this, first of all, do not use too much, which I haven't, but I'm afraid to. So don't use too much because it can cause adverse reactions. This is natural. This is something that is a food. You know, this is not just some kind of lab created thing. This is a food. Okay. I've also been putting these in muffins too, because I'm trying to eat up those little packets, because I would rather make homemade muffins, and we have a bunch of packets, so I've been trying to do those. And so me and Noah and I, whatever. Why do I always fight with it? Just say whatever comes out of your mouth, woman. Anyway, I've been putting a little bit in those too. So Noah's been getting fiber too, but he doesn't care. What I was going to say is, if you put it in oatmeal, make sure you have extra liquid in there. And the other thing is, make sure you're drinking plenty of water, because if you don't drink enough water, it can make things not work properly in the intestine area. There you go. I'll show you how I do this part to my oatmeal too. But let me go ahead and get my cup. It's almost time to do that. Not really, but close. It's just a couple more minutes. But let me get my cup. I'm going to take my water over to my desk, because that's where I'm going to have my breakfast and watch Fallon and Titus. Because that's what I do. And I watch whatever else that has been put up that I haven't got to watch. And I do that in the morning while I'm doing my desk stuff that I'm not editing. But yeah, I have my breakfast and watch a little YouTube. But I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I put a little too much liquid in my oatmeal. And yes, I put butter in my oatmeal. And the reason why is because they keep saying healthy fats, healthy fats, healthy fats. So butter is a healthy fat. It's real butter, it's not the other stuff, so I'm using that. So a teaspoon of the psyllium husk stuff in there. And I'm going to stir it up. And it will thicken up, for sure. But I might have put too much liquid in there today because I was thinking about filming. But you know what? That's okay, I'll have oatmeal soup. Oh, I forgot my honey. Don't forget the honey, honey. Just a little bit. I think maybe like a teaspoon. Now I got honey. Noah's been using it. And that is local honey put into a jar. But yeah, one little honey in there. Wow, I did put a little too much liquid. Too much liquid. It's milk. It's okay. It's just milk. Alright, we're going to let that sit over to the side while I'm showing y'all the, let me move it over this way. Alright, so all you do, this is it. Put your coffee in. Now listen, there's something else I need to tell y'all, but I forgot. I was meaning to remember. I guess I did. Some say it's better to use freshly ground coffee beans. I don't have any of those. I never have, but I do want to. So once I need to buy coffee again, I'm going to buy me a grinder, and I'm going to buy some fresh whole coffee beans and try that. But y'all, I remembered after I started using this why I loved my other French press so much. All you do is just push the plunger down. You don't want to do it too fast because some of the grounds might come up. So what you're doing is you're pushing those grounds down at the bottom, and it's going to keep it from getting in your coffee as much. There might be some grounds, but there's grounds in every coffee. Alright, and then you just pour it in your cup. Of course, I'm using a big old Cobalt. Give me lots of coffee in the morning. It's really like 2 cups or something. It's like 12 ounces or 16 ounces. I don't know. It's something. But I just pour it in there. And then I put me a little bit of my creamer in. Yeah, that's a lot of creamer. But I've seen some ladies use more, so don't beat me up. And your coffee is ready to go. That was almost as easy. Well, it probably was just as easy as a Keurig, honestly. Not that I'm against the Keurig, y'all. I'm not against it. I'm not. I don't hate it. But I don't want to do all that extra cleaning anymore. So I'm making life easier, and I'm just going to get to using this. I still have the Keurig still sitting over there, but I'm not using it. I kind of wonder if I need to put a little bit more oatmeal in this, because I really did. I guess I was extra hungry and I needed to add more oatmeal, or maybe I didn't add as much oatmeal as I normally do. How much did I add? It's thickening up, but not like I want. I mean, you don't want soup. But that psyllium husk, the psyllium fiber, it does not change the flavor of it. Alright, so I'm going to go eat. I'm going to add some more oatmeal, though, before I do. Yeah, let me do that. Now, I don't know about the steel cut oats, so y'all can tell me about those, because I did buy some recently. But I know with these, you can eat them raw, so I'm not worried about it. All right, I'm going to add another 1/4 of a cup. Maybe that'll be enough. But you can eat these raw, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, it's already thickened up even more since I went to there. I like hot oatmeal. I'm not so big on the cold oatmeal. All right, it'll be fine. I'm going to drink it. I'll be back. Don't be grossed out. It'll be all right. Okay, guys, I haven't talked to y'all since breakfast, but I've been washing clothes all day because I didn't wash clothes on the weekends. I don't think I'm gonna wash clothes on weekends for a while. At least not right now. I don't know. May not. But I got an email a few weeks ago, and yes, it's taken me this long to finally get around to doing what I needed to do. But Alma, I think that's how is it Alma or Alma? Anyway, you sent me an email telling me about the Home Depot buckets, that they're not food grade. Now, I was told they were food grade back whenever I bought them several years ago. Well, I want to tell you again, thank you for letting me know. We went to first we went to Lowe's. They didn't have any in stock. We went to Home Depot and we got us some food grade buckets. If they don't say that, don't trust it. Just don't trust it. If they don't say food grade, just don't trust it. So, I'm going to be cooking tacos for supper, so I'm not sharing that with y'all. And, but I'm just going to, I want to tell y'all about the buckets. Now, we do have the food grade Gamma lids, which are fine. We're just going to, after these are washed and completely dry, we're going to put our food in there because we've already been eating it. I'm not throwing it away. And I'm going to label them, and I'm going to put, like I said, the Gamma buckets on here, Gamma lids on here. Then I'm going to wash the Home Depot buckets because we're not throwing those away. And we'll use those in the shed or something, but we went ahead and bought some lids. They're just regular lids, which these have a seal in them, but they're just regular lids, Home Depot lids that we're just going to use for those buckets because there's no point in throwing them away. There's nothing wrong with the bucket other than it's not food grade. So I wanted to just mostly let her know that we did get buckets, but I'm gonna cook supper and then clean the table off, wash those, and have towels on the table to dry them. And probably tomorrow or the next day I will put everything in there, but I want to make sure that that it's dry. That's a little crooked because I'm putting it back on the thing and it's a little crooked. I don't know why, but anyway, I don't know when I'm gonna cook, but I'm fixing to go over to the living room because I have something I'm gonna be doing and I'm gonna be sharing with y'all. So I guess let's go do that, unless Jeff has something else he wants me to do before then. Okay guys, the last thing I'm going to be doing with you is putting some more things in some of these little bags I got off Amazon that Kathy had told me about. I did go ahead and cook supper and we ate, and got another load of laundry folded, another load in the dryer, and one more in the washer, and I have 2 more loads left today. I was saying that I'm not going to be doing laundry on weekends because, I mean, if I have to I will, but I think I'm just gonna like not do the weekends and just do throughout the week, and then just do a couple loads on Monday, and then change my sheet and towel day to Tuesday, which today I'm doing sheets and towels, and I'm also doing the dog stuff because yesterday Noah bathed the dogs, so we have extra dog stuff to do, so I'm going to do that last. And if I don't get that done, that's okay, I'll do it tomorrow. But in this big box, which you can't see all the box, but it's one of the toilet boxes, one of the boxes that the toilet came in, Jeff emptied quite a bit of the linen closet. Did you get all the stuff out of the linen closet?
Like that.
Okay, so he got all of our linens or bedding or whatever out of there. So I'm gonna go through it, and some of the stuff I'll be keeping and putting into these things. Some of it is gonna be in a new home. I don't know exactly how much, and I probably used the wrong tripod to be sharing with y'all, but I'm also probably in the weirdest place because I'm in the living room floor, but I didn't want Jeff, I didn't want to have to ask him to do anything. And we've got stuff everywhere. Just stuff is everywhere. Between packing and decluttering and all the things, everything is everywhere. So that's okay though. So I'll just kind of show you what I'm putting in the bag, and then I'll show you what I'm putting in the giveaway stack as I go, I guess. But I don't know how many of these bags I'm gonna fill up, or how much that I'm gonna be giving away, because I just don't know. Whenever he was going through it, I saw some things that I know we don't need, so those things will immediately go to the giveaway if they're any good. If they're no good, I'm not giving them to someone else, because that would just be rude in my opinion. If they can't be used by me, I'm not going to give them to, well, wow, go away bug. If they're too worn out to be used by us, I'm not giving them to somebody else. And we wear things out until it won't wear anymore. Alright, so these things are like, wow, why whenever I come, probably came in whenever we opened the door. Is that a mosquito? I know it's mosquito, but I always say mosquito because it's funny sounding. Anyway, these are like the little pads for, you put them under babies, you know, or on kids' mattresses, on their beds, to keep the bed from getting wet. I can't think of what they're called. What are these called, Jeffrey?
What?
What are these things called?
What?
The little bed protectors. They're to keep things dry. Anyway, I used these with my children. They're still good, and we do use them occasionally for like if a child comes over and has, you know, a bed wetting issue, we put it under their, I mean, we hadn't had that in a long time, but I'm not getting rid of them because one day hopefully I'll have grandchildren, and those things are expensive, and there's no, I have somewhere to store them, so I'm not getting rid of them. There we go. Okay, I don't need to explain it. All right, so these are little pillowcases that I made for Noah years ago. I don't know if he wants to keep them or not, but they're so tiny, I think I'm just going to go ahead and stick them in here. This is a pillowcase for a microfiber pillow that's somewhere. It used to always stay in the truck, but I don't know where it's at, so we need to find that and put it on it. Okay, see, this right here is something that I saw that I was like, oh, well, we don't need that. It's a cloth shower curtain. There's nothing wrong with it, but we don't need it, so I'm gonna pass it on to someone else. And this is something that, it was a sheet, but then Jeff and I made a tablecloth for one of Noah's birthdays, and so we keep it because keepsake reasons, and also it can be used. This is, what is this? This is just a piece of cloth that I turned into a flat sheet. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. I'll put it in the I don't know. We'll talk to Jeff about it pile. Alright, this is a flat sheet. Those are good to have for like picnics and stuff. That's one reason why I keep the flat sheets, is because we do like to have picnics, and so they're good to have for that kind of thing. Well, hello. Delilah is coming to visit. She doesn't know if she needs to or not. I'm going to get another one out because I'm going to put some throw blankets in one of them. And like I said before, we keep throw blankets because we use them all the time, all year round. Like at night when we're sitting watching TV, which I haven't done in a very long time. I haven't sat on the couch. Till the other day, I sat on the couch to put my shoes on. I had not sat on the couch in months. Because I had not, I had not sat in the recliner till another day. I was putting on my shoes, and I sat in the recliner to do it. I just don't sit there anymore. But we use throws all the time, and we do have some that we just take out more like at Christmas and stuff than any other time, because we do have some that are like Christmassy. But yeah, I don't have to explain to y'all why I have this stuff. I just do. So I'm gonna stick this in here because we're keeping it. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna keep everything, but this is not folded the way it needs to be folded to go in here neatly like the other ones did. Or maybe it's just a bigger throw. It may be a bigger throw. Something's different about it. Okay, that's better. I may have to have Jeff come help me get it out. This right here is the first thing that I ever knitted, and I knitted it for Jeff. It's a blanket type throw thing. And some of these things I will go through whenever we get down there, because, or I may, I don't know if I will or not, but there's just things that I'm not sure if I want to keep, but I don't want to make the decision right now because I don't want to mess up. This is a bedspread that's velvet. I had a green one. I think Selena took it with her, but I'm not sure. But I don't want to put a bedspread in with the sheets or the throws, so I'll just leave it here and decide. Alright. This is an electric throw. I think I should put them in a thing by themselves because we have several of those too. Jeff, I might need your help in a minute. More. This is the seasonal, like the Christmas ones. Huh? No, I mean with this, to get into this box. Oh, there's a towel in here too. A beach towel. I will put them in a thing by themselves because I don't want to get rid of those. I don't have that many. Alright. That was Selena's princess one. I think that one is about full. This is Noah's, I think that one is. Alright, let me get this other green one that's more like a Christmassy one, so they can all be in the same one. So like I said, some I'll just take out at Christmas and we don't use any other time of the year. I don't have any for any other seasons because I've never bought any. I wanted to, but I just never have. And we don't have a linen closet at the mobile home, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do things for that, but I'll figure it out. And another thing we've been discussing is the thing that I put into the shelving unit that I covered the shelves that I put into our closet. I'm thinking about taking that out and putting it in the shed and using it in there, and then putting that little white cubby into the closet along with my other cubby instead of that thing, because I think that would be better use of it. I'm not sure, but I think it would. This is a blanket that my niece likes to use whenever she came. It was Selena's, or it is Selena's, I guess, still is hers if she wants it. But it's Selena's, and let me get another one of these these cube things out to put towels in, the beach towels. But she liked it because it's got princesses, and also because it belongs to Selena. She doesn't come to the house like she used to. Her and her brothers don't. They haven't been here in a very long time, over a year, like maybe close to 2 years now. Maybe. It's been been like a year and a half or something. All right, I'm gonna scoot back so I can put the beach towels in. Because we don't store the beach towels with the others because they're so big. We don't have a lot of them, but we have several. We have more than I thought, though. Okay. Sit that there while I do this. Some of them are thinner than the others. This is a big one. Go on that side. I think the thinner ones, I don't know. I can't remember why we had the thinner ones. Unless it was because we used them for our hair or something. I don't know. Either way. Okay, so since there's not much left in here, I am going to just put this in with this. And I think I'm going to put these throws in here too. Which this is more like a full-size blanket, that one is. That princess one. Okay. Then what's left is the electric blankets and another Afghan type thing that I crocheted this one. So I'm gonna put this in here. Jeffrey. I didn't get rid of nothing, did I? There's one thing. I thought there were more of the shower curtains in here. Why are you laughing? I've purged so many times that the things we have are things mostly we use. Now, the reason why I called you is I was wondering, didn't some of these not work anymore? You don't remember which one it was? Well, I guess we'll have to just get rid of it whenever we figure it out. Because I don't want to get rid of electric throws if they work, because we use those. There's only one thing that I got rid of. That's not much. There'll be more. Alright, so we have 4 of these things. This one is weird because of the way those were rolled up. I might change it and fold those. But we have 4 of those now. One thing we're getting rid of. This box is empty. One thing I don't know if we're keeping or not. And we have 1 more of these that I can use for something. So, that's what I'm doing today. Other than finishing the laundry. Oh, and we also filled all the things. I filled my medicine. Noah filled the, I think he filled the toilet paper, but I know he filled the dish soap. I need to fill up the spray bottles over there, but I'll do that maybe tomorrow. They're pretty full, so I'm not really worried about that. But I used to take one day a week and fill all the like spices that are on the little spice rack on the side of the refrigerator, and I would fill up all my oils and all my salt and pepper and all that stuff. I have really gotten away from that since we've been doing the stuff down at the mobile home really bad. I've gotten away from it. But I do plan on starting those types of things again because they did make life easier. But I also have not been cooking like I used to. I used to cook a lot more, like, I'm still cooking, but it's just simple stuff. We've been doing a lot of like quick freezer meals and pizzas, and which is all okay, but I want to get back to cooking from scratch. So that'll be soon though, I hope. We are going back to the mobile home tomorrow. I think I said that we went and got the wood for the banister or whatever you call it around the porch. We have all the wood for the gate. We may go ahead and do the roof on the back porch since we're waiting on the storage shed anyway. If we have time, we may go ahead and finish the back porch up. That way we don't have to think about that anymore. But tomorrow we're going down there to do the dog pen because that is super important. And we plan to start taking the girls down there with us so they can kind of get used to the place and just take them back and forth, maybe one at a time, or I don't know, we may take all 3 of them down there, but we really don't know how they're going to react. I know Allie loves to ride, but it's been a long time since, I mean, they don't mind riding, but it's been a long time since they rode a long way, and that's an hour there and an hour back, and I don't want them to get car sick or something. So we're going to just test and see how it works out, possibly, and you know, just get them used to the new house and the new backyard and all that stuff. So anyway, that is all I have for today. Hello, that is my notification. So I guess me leaving is the perfect timing. That's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Alma, for telling me about those buckets, because whenever I bought those orange buckets, I was told by someone who I thought was a reputable source that they were food grade because they had that number 2 on the bottom. That's not true. After what she told me, I started researching and I was like, oh my goodness, I thought they were, you know. But I'm gonna go over there and wash those. I'm not gonna do that on camera or anything, and then hopefully within the next couple days I can get the stuff, I can get them labeled and the stuff put in, but I just want them to be super dry because I'm gonna be putting flour and sugar and stuff like that into those buckets, and you don't want them to be wet because you don't want any mold problems or anything like that. So I want them to be super dry. Now, like I said, the Gamma lids, I will be reusing those. They're just going to go straight from one bucket to the other because there's no reason to do anything with them because they are food grade. So again, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. If you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. If you have any of those orange Home Depot buckets and you think they're food grade, they are not. Please replace them as soon as possible. And if you have a prayer request, you can leave that down below. I don't know if I said that. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.